Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 21 of this 30-day Authentic Life Challenge. Today, we are going to have a conversation about marriage. You can see that I have a special guest with me this evening. So, those of you that know already know that I am Tanya Hood, and this is my husband, Eric Hood. And I wanted him to join us today because our conversation today is about submission. It's not a bad word, but it does get a bad rap because a lot of people have misused and abused that word. So today, we want to talk to you a little bit more about what that looks like in our marriage and some perspectives about how we got there. So you have this way of giving me insight about who I am. The thing that about marriage, the way God created it, and this is in the structure of a kingdom marriage because God created it. In a kingdom marriage, the husband and the wife both are equal in authority. However, the leadership role in the structure is different. That's why the husband goes and he leads first, as Christ would lead the church. The wife then submits her authority. It's not that I don't have the opportunity to have my voice heard or say what I like to say, because we know I do. But I decide to operate in structure because many of you have already heard me say, as a woman, I am doubly covered by God and my husband. So, babe, tell people about your view, your thought process, being the head of the household that gets often misconstrued, but how you function under that.
Well, first of all, I believe that I need to share something, and that's that I'm not a professional. I believe what I believe based upon what I was told and what I studied. I'm led by God. And in God's word, it tells me that he is the head and that I'm to love my wife, honor my wife, cherish my wife, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He has a very long laundry list about how to treat my wife. And there's not much that I'm afraid of, but I am afraid of God. And so mistreating his daughter is something that I'm not going to try to do because I don't want to deal with his punishment, his wrath, however you want to title it. But another thing is this. I believe that a lot of men or males don't understand how to do the things I just mentioned. It's because of how they were brought up. A lot of them look at, or they go off of what they learned from society or what they learned at home growing up. And if they didn't know how to honor a woman, or if they didn't see a woman being honored in their home, how did they learn, or how would they have learned how to do such? So therefore, they emulate or copy what they know. And what they know is not correct. Also, if they're not a man that follows Christ, how would he know? So therefore, a lot of men, I think, put off the image of I am man, you are woman, you are beneath me, like the caveman type of thing. And I believe that that's wrong. And I believe that they really believe that. And then some, I believe, are doing it because of shortcomings that they have within themselves, or they believe they have within themselves. If a man is less than confident, he wants to exude confidence some kind of way. So woman is supposed to be weaker. And so therefore he exudes that strength and tries to keep her in her place, so to speak. But that's not the way it's supposed to be. I really believe that if a woman feels loved, honored, and cherished, she has no problem with the word submission because she knows that she's protected. She knows that she's loved. And therefore it makes a big difference. At least that's the way that I live my life.
And it's so true because when you, as a woman, know that the man that you're with will protect your heart, will keep you, support you, because Eric does a lot of supporting my gifts, dreams, and talents. He's here joining us on this Zoom, which is a part of what I feel God has called me to do. But in a marriage, it's a joint union of what God would have. So it's kingdom living, kingdom building. And when a man has a heart like that, it gives you the ability to say, okay, you, as a woman, you may be smarter, you may have more insight, you may be able to direct and have more vision about some of the things in the home. But in a collective environment, you are working with each other. He supports my dreams. He asks me questions about what I'm doing next. He gives me insight on some ideas that I could implement. He doesn't put me in a position to believe that my shortcomings are errors or tries to lord over me different things. I can't think of something because you don't do any of those things.
That's because I'm smart.
But one of the things that I am truly appreciative, when you have a kingdom man that has a heart for God, he really does what God does, and that is sacrifice himself. There are moments when Eric will lessen his self to make certain that I feel okay and can feel strengthened in some things. There may be some moments because we are strong personalities. I know I have a very strong personality, but so does he. But he has this way about him of knowing and recognizing when I need to be lifted up. So he'll take the position of lifting me up. The thing about a kingdom husband is he is a servant first, servant to God, and then he serves his family. Biblically, he is the one that takes care of every single thing in the home. But if he's a man after God's heart, doing the things that he just shared, letting God lead him, it's no problem submitting to a man like that because you'll be kept whole, you'll be kept safe. So, day 21, we are having a deeper discussion about submission. And for those of you that would like to hear more about what we're going to talk about, you really need to be with us on Zoom. So go to my website, tanyaehood.com, register so that you can join. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood, walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.